So there's a few signs that could point to you being a little bit of a perfectionist. So I want to run through those now. And if you can relate, feel free to send me a message and I'll get back to you with a couple of things that you can do to overcome these things. Okay, so the first one is you procrastinate. And I'm not talking about, just putting off a job and watching Netflix or staying in bed all day because you don't feel like doing the tasks that you have to do. When I talk about procrastination as a perfectionist, it means that you keep yourself really busy doing jobs that still give you that sense of achievement and that sense that you've of accomplishment, that you've actually done something for that day, but none of them are crossing off the things on your to-do list. The second sign that you could be a bit of a perfectionist is that you overanalyze and you overthink about any type of decision that you have to make. And usually perfectionists are really indecisive people. Like you might really struggle to pick an outfit at the shops, or you might really struggle to decide what you want to have for dinner. They're really small examples, but a perfectionist is usually really indecisive, and it's because every time you have to make a decision, you want it to be the right choice, right? So to do that, you need to weigh up all of the pros and cons, and we need to go, okay, what if this happens? What could be an outcome of that? And really do a massive big risk analysis in your head before you make any decision. Not very helpful for progress. The third sign that I notice amongst a lot of young athletes and a lot of busy women is the fact that you activate hustle mode. And what I mean by that is that you literally put everything you have into the work that you are doing. So let's say, for example, that you have an assignment or you've got a deadline to meet. Let's say it's an assignment, okay? And you want to do a really good job because you're a perfectionist. You take pride in your work and you want to do the best that you can. So to do that, you feel like you need to go into this weird, crazy hustle mode where self-care, throw that out the window. Breathing, we don't need that anymore. We forget to breathe. And we end up pushing so hard that you end up being that bunny. There used to be an ad, right? It was for batteries. And there was two types of bunnies. And one bunny was the Energizer bunny. And the other bunnies were supposed to represent shitty batteries, basically. And you end up being one of the shitty bunnies. That's exactly what you end up being if you decide to activate this hustle mode when you have important deadlines to meet and when your to-do list is piling up. Now, in that ad, what happens to the shitty bunnies? They go really well at the start. They're doing well. They're beating the Energizer bunny, or they're keeping up with the Energizer bunny. And then they burn out as quick as they started. We want to be the Energizer bunny. And I'm about to explain how you can be that bunny. Okay, the jumper's coming off now because shit's about to get real. This is important, so stay with me. So how can you, balance your perfectionist qualities? Because being a perfectionist isn't all bad. It allows you to pay attention to detail. It usually means you've got a really strong work ethic and you like to put in effort into the things that are important to you. And it means that you do the 1%ers. You commit to yourself and you commit to the process of being excellent at certain things. So sport or school or work, whatever it is that you are a part of. But there are those qualities, like those 3 signs that I talked about earlier, that can really hinder your progress and really make being a perfectionist more of a barrier than a help. So we don't want to stop being a perfectionist altogether. And truthfully, you can't. If you were born a perfectionist and you're born with that type of personality, I'm definitely not going to recommend you change the person that you are. But like anything, there's always a way to find a happy medium and to find a nice balance between the really good parts about your personality traits and maybe the parts that don't help you as much. So the first thing that I recommend you do if you are someone who struggles with being a perfectionist and I guess relates to those 3 signs that I've been talking about. And if you're still watching, this is probably relevant to you. So the first thing I want you to do is really shake up your mindset. So next time you're in a perfectionist spiral, so you notice yourself going into that hustle mode, you are taking forever to make a decision or make a commitment about something, or you're procrastinating or procrastinating, I want you to take a step back, remove yourself from that situation, and think about why you are doing that. What is leading you to do the procrastinating? What is leading you to take forever to make a decision about this? What is leading you to be in this crazy hustle mode where you're forgetting to breathe and do anything but work? Is it because you're scared of failure? Is it because you have doubt in your ability to do the task? Is it because you want to make the right choice and you don't know what that is, so you need to weigh up all of your options? What is it that is making you head into this spiral? And once you have that figured out, then we can start to implement strategies to get you out of it. So if the first thing that you need is a mindset shake-up, the second thing is that toolbox of strategies to pull you out of that cycle when you're in it and help you to keep moving forward and get that fast progress and those fast results. The third thing that you need is a support person or a support network. And why that's important is not only because they're the people that pull you out of the cycle, they're the ones that pull you up and go, what you're doing right now is not serving you in any way. It's actually hindering you. You look busy, but you're not being effective. We need those people in our corner to tell us that and to keep us accountable. They're also there to be that support person, to give you that support that you need, because like anything, when you're making a change for better, you need people in your corner who are pushing you, who are there beside you when things get tough and are there to celebrate the wins with you as well. That's super important.